Who's up this early? I was reading something today that this morning in the paper. It was about a review. It was about a famous tap dance instructor. I took tap for a while, and it was fun. I wasn't too good at it, and I didn't want to practice. That's good. That's what happens to everybody. But I see they're doing something on Broadway to honor him, and he has expressed one of his favorite sayings was, "Dance to express, not to impress." Express, express yourself. The reason you're doing things in life is to express yourself, not to impress other people. And I think we get caught up in that because everybody, we go to school and they say this is how to do things and you do it this way. And so you try to do it, or people think it should, somebody tells you it should be that way and you can't do it as well. And so you get frustrated and then you quit and things like that. And that's why the older I get, the more I found, after I did that for a number of years and got all the credentials I thought I needed, and I was still failing, all the time failing. And I was doing it like everybody told me. In other words, I was trying to impress people. Do it this way. And that person who told you the advice, you try to impress them. But that's not probably for you. And what I learned after 2 or 3 failing businesses, I find, boy, I'm not having fun and I'm failing. Now that's crazy. And it's amazing that we keep doing that, generation after generation. These kids that go out and they become lawyers or doctors because their parents, told them that's what they should do. And sure, you have to take care of yourself first. And so there's part of that is true. But you have to be careful because you really have to express yourself. What's inside here? Like me dressing like this. Until I did this, I was in my 50s when I finally got around to this. That changed my life more than anything because this is me inside, expressing myself. And that's what we have to give to each other, what's inside of us, not what somebody's trying to put inside of us and be something else. Okay, well, you may have to do that to get a paycheck and to live and support yourself first. But then, to me, it's working on trying to share with the rest of society what you have the best of inside you. And the best inside you is not what someone else tells you to do. It's what you feel that's right to do. And we don't trust ourselves because we don't know what works. So when you don't know what works, you're believing in other people to tell you what works. And that's okay, to take ideas and to try them. But make sure, to me, the way I say it, it's not, express and don't impress. I call it, listen to your heart. Your heart is smarter than your brain. Because that's telling you, particularly the important decision is to, listen to your heart. That's going to make the best decisions for you. They're not always successful. No, you have to fail a lot to do anything. So you might as well fail a lot at something you want to do, because I think if you're failing at things other people want you to do, you're not going to learn from them. And that's the important thing. You have to learn. Failing is important, so you learn. And you're trying things and learning. And then to develop what is inside you so you could give to the most people, as you possibly can. That's why, like doing this work, this is something, boy, this is my genes. I don't work at all. I haven't worked for 50 years. I find something I like doing. I have to figure out and make sure I'm paying my way so I don't get thrown out in the street. But no, it's something that is bigger than me, I feel I have to do. And that's why I'm going to be here doing this for another 10, 15 years, I hope. And every day of my life trying to help people learn about these programs that could possibly help them. I can't guarantee you'll get help. Nobody can. Nobody can. I love how Right, as you're just starting keywords into chat. I missed that, but that was sort of interesting. Somebody on Instagram said, I love how Buttercam is just shouting keywords into chat like this is a Google search bar. Don't know. There's a lot. The world changes so fast out there. It's hard to keep up on it. But you can, the more you learn about yourself and what you're great at, then you could give more. You could love harder. You could help people more and do all that if you pay attention to your heart. That is my plan. Life led me to this small town I used to visit when I was a child. 3 buildings here are empty. I want to open them for this small town population, 600. Well, you're sure that 600 people need 3 more buildings. But I'm sure there's something you could do for that. And there's a lot of money coming for small towns to be economic development, to make happy. I mean, my son lives in a small town, and his wife works with a group that just got, $250,000 grant from the state to help their small town. There's a lot of money that's going to small towns, Brian, and you have to figure out where that is, where you live. Okay, there's a couple ways to do that. As your elected official is one, because they want to do it, and they have access to getting you money and help to develop that small town. That's where that money comes from. So you have to talk to them first. And maybe you go through and talk to 4 or 5, because you could start your 2 senators' offices and then your congressman, and then at the state level, you have state representatives, and make an appointment. Don't just read a website and think there's something for you. No, you have to call, make 6, 7 appointments to these people. So you call every one of them and sit there with an open brain and an open mind about the possibilities. And just start with, hey, I want to do something in this small town. Maybe have a general idea of what the kind. You don't need the details, but maybe a general idea. So they point you, because you have to match that up with people who are giving money for something. So you have to find out what they're giving money for, and then match that up with what you want to do. So maybe it's for training, okay? So in those small buildings, you could do a training thing to help people have a training so people can get jobs online. So you start a training service in there, with a bunch of computers, and teach people how to get jobs online, okay? Now, that sounds reasonable to me. Doesn't take much money. And it's training people for that. So if you went to your state Department of Labor, they train people to get jobs. Now, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, people out in the middle of nowhere can now get a lot of jobs that pay a lot of money, because they're working for somebody where they pay lots of money for that. But you do it all online, so it doesn't matter where you are. That's why there are now, I just read, like 54 countries, maybe it's 24. It's a big number of countries now that they want people to move there if they're what they call digital nomads. If you're making money online, you can now go to Portugal and get a passport for 2 years to live in Portugal as some kind of a digital citizen. And you could stay there and be there, not just as a tourist, and live there, where the cost of living is half of what it is in the rest of Europe. So that's the same thing in a small town. Your cost of living is a fraction of what it is in a big city, but if all the work is online, what the hell? It doesn't matter where you are. So you could make twice as much money working for somebody, in the city, the remote anyway, and do it online. So training people, maybe online skills for people to use that, whatever. And then so you have a community of people helping each other, get jobs online, and like we do at Let's Go Help. I mean, the best thing about Let's Go Help is not me, it's the other people. It's people like Michelle and Tammy and these people that are helping other people that are members. They figured out how to use this system, and they're helping other people how to use it so they could earn income too from it. And that's what's important, is that if you knew my backstory, that is an idea, Mayor. How many pairs of glasses? Yeah, in China they're cheap. Activate links. The site is impressive. Okay, Brian, so that's it. Start investigating and start maybe training, because that may be interesting. You know, and anything, it'll lead you to something else. You know, think of what is local in your state or whatever that you could, I don't know what state you're in. You- um, God, what's special about your state? You could have a direct mail business about special things in your state, you know, that be sold all over the world, right? Uh, I will say, I started yesterday. Oh, I am a former computer engineer. I got that. Oh, great, bro. See, now you got it. And training, there's something called your state labor department will pay you to train people for computers. You know, and that's one thing there. Particularly a small town, everybody should know about that because it'll help them get a job. So that's another way to do that. And that's at your Career One Stop. If you go to careeronestop.org, careeronestop.org, IT security management here. Mostly I'm stuck on the filtering process. That's security management. But yeah, go to them because they pay experts to train people who need jobs. So that's another way, as opposed to having a business or whatever, or both. You don't know. You match it up to what's out there. So you have a general idea. You go out there, start knocking on as many doors as possible to see what people are paying for, because you have to. It has to be a match. You know, that kind of thing, and that's what you can do. So dance to express, not to impress. Okay, so express yourself, because that becomes, how do I get for own business taxes and personal taxes I owe? Catherine, we have a section in the Let's Go Meta Grant report on getting your taxes forgiven. It's called the Offer in Compromise at the IRS. There's a link in, I think Tammy just put up the link in the Let's Go Meta Grant report. It's down on the list of, it's down on the list of 20-something number on sources. And it's under the, maybe I could get it quickly for you. And the state has the same thing. So let me see. Meta Grant report. Okay, let me see now. God, I don't know how to search on this for some reason. Come on, where are you? It's down on taxes. How do you know the taxes? Boy, I use this every day and I still get screwed up. Now I know how Biden feels. Student loans, no, not that. 3 video nonprofits, no. Start a business, no, not that. Come on. Money for car repair. Oh, by the way, don't forget, yesterday was the last day for a car repair grant to sign up. So next grant is on the 20th of the month for our rent grant. We're giving out $20,000 for people to help to pay for rent, utilities, or mortgage, anything, that living kind of expenses. And that's due on the 20th. So look on the left-hand side of Let's Go Help 2, and you'll see all our grants and all of the winners are posted there too. But it's $500 you get towards your back rent, utilities, or whatever. Apply. That's the name of everything. Okay, where are job, education, training, paying for college? No, it's a lot of other. Here's why. No, veterans, financial counselor. I watch a financial meltdown, dental care. I don't care, you don't care, I need some dental care. Free cost local. Oh, come on. Videos, research techniques, grants for children, home work at home. Okay. Okay. Lots of free help, and it's really, it's talking to people. Let me get you that over here so you have that. Okay, here's the stuff, and that is in the Let's Go Meta Grant report. Let's see, and you want to talk to the people that offer in kind, okay? That's a number 19. And make an appointment with a local taxpayer advocate, okay? You'll see it in the list below there. And also for state taxes, most states also have an offer in kind. No, an offer in compromise, not an offer in kind, an offer in compromise, okay? And get on the phone, get on the phone, get on the phone. I can't say that enough because I know it's hard. People have to be encouraged. U.S. Charity, which are one of our navigators, man, she was so scared of that for probably 6 months. And she's finally doing that. Now she's an evangelist for people getting on the phone. It just changed her life so much. About young blacks, value impact. Okay. Let's see where we are. Okay. Chat TV. By the way, Chat GPT, don't forget, is something I think is terrific. But I'm biased. Don't trust me. But go use it. And here's the things you want to use it for. When you're looking for help, if you use the two words government office and nonprofit organizations, then they will the AI will look for those offices that help with that. And if you use those two words, you'll never get people who are going to charge you any money. See, government offices and nonprofit organizations don't charge money for what they do, or they give money for what they do. So that's why if you look for those, so if you go to ChatGPT or one of the other ones and put, give me the websites for nonprofit organizations and government offices that help people pay their rent in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And ask, and if they give you 10, then just say, give me 10 more. If they give you 10 more, then give me 10 more. And you'll get 50 to 100 offices doing that. So that's why I think you have to stay away from Google. Unless you have money, that's one place you cannot. You know, it's sort of like working in an ice cream store. If you have a health eating disorder or a weight disorder or whatever, you don't go get a job in an ice cream store or a candy store or something like that. That's crazy. So that's why if you need help and don't have money, you don't look for help in Google because everybody there wants to get money from you. and you're looking for people to give money to you. So none of those people, and the problem is, see, you get a fire hose of people. I mean, you get 200 million websites for anything you put in. Like, I want rent grants, 200 million websites. What the fuck are you gonna do with that? And you don't know a good one from a bad one or anything. So please stay away from that Google. Let me tell you about some of the other stuff that I put all these links there. I think I did. Yes. Okay. The biggest grant forever. This is very interesting. Look at the link up there on the biggest grant ever. And what they're doing now is going to pay for 6 months of rent, utilities, and meals as part of Medicaid. See, this is a health problem. You not having a good place to live, you not having meals, you not having utilities, you become sick. And then Medicaid has to take care of you, right? So what they're doing is now there's about 20 states that are considering this. I think there's a few that already have it open, and there's a link to the states that are doing it up there that will pay you 6 months rent, 6 months utility, and 3 meals a day for 6 months. Wow. I mean, I think that's genius. Gets federal approval to test the Medicaid funds. Yeah, there, Tammy has it over there. Colorado's seeking it too. Nevada has it, see? And that's it, wow. So check with your Medicaid office about that program. 6 months. I mean, that has to be $20,000, $30,000, I would think, for something like that. That's all your expenses paid. Then you could work on getting a job, or whatever it is that you need to create your own income. And that's what a lot of these programs are about, is about giving you a breather for you to get help to create your own income and pay your own way. And that's what grants are for. Sure, you want to learn how to get them, but also you want to learn, more importantly, how to continue income, and whether it's in the gig economy or working online and getting money and things like that. How do you create your own income? Because grants come and go based on somebody else's whim. So, there's a lot of them, of course. Skilled training and not degrees. Yes. I wonder, is there rental grants for Cleveland, Ohio? Yes. Yes. Rent grants, yes, in every state. I mean, okay, what's your zip code in Cleveland? Tell me your zippy. What's your zip code? Michelle, come on. Okay, 44116. Another way to find free money in your where you live, you go to Find Help. That's one of our favorite sources, because they keep track of nonprofit organizations and government offices that provide help. So 44119, I'm there now at findhelp.org. Okay, so now I put in the zip code and I put that there. Now I put in rent, okay, and see what I get. Okay, 73 offices in your zip code that help with rent. These are all nonprofit organizations, okay, that help with rent. Okay, now everyone, like here, okay, there's Veterans Financial Assistance Program, home for rent. Okay, you're not a veteran, that's okay. But still, you call them anyway. See, you call them anyway because they help people with rent problems. And so maybe you're not a veteran, won't get it, but they're gonna know other people that do. See, they're most likely to know these other people that do. And that's the power of research, is that you talk to people who know that. In other words, if you have to fix your toilet, you don't want to call Uncle Harry or your Aunt Melly or whatever like that. Maybe they did, maybe they don't. You talk to a plumber, hey, what the hell do they do? They're going to know off the top of their head, right? Exactly. There's 3 things that are probably going on. So that's what it is, because they do this every day, and that's what you want to know about. Here, I can't put an attachment here. Well, maybe I'll put the link in here. And you see the 70 organizations in Cleveland, okay, that help you with rent problems. I just jumped on here. You jumped on. How's the ride? I just jumped on here. What site are you searching? Findhelp.org. There it is, Michelle. See it? Okay. And you put anything there. And start with there. But again, you can't, I need a business grant to help me get a new online office started. I need about 30. Can you help me? Brian, to get a business grant, the first thing to remember, you don't ask for a grant. I know it sounds stupid, but it's true. Because there's so much help out there, and the grant stuff, it's a little complicated, so you just need help. Because there's a lot of organizations that are for free that will help you start anything you want, okay? They'll help you find money or whatever. That's what you want to find. The people that help you start a business, not people giving money for a business, because you're jumping through to something you don't know anything about, and it's too complicated for you to learn all that. You first want to learn where the help is to start a business. And you make appointments with there. See, in other words, right, because that's the key. You want to make appointments with experts who know how to do what you want to do, and they're free. They get paid by the government or nonprofit organizations, okay? There's Tammy got starting a business success means using free money. Okay, yeah, and that's item number 5 in the Lesko Meta Grant report, that Tammy put up there. And you make appointments. You talk to 3 or 4 of these people because everybody doesn't know everything. I need a business grant to help a new online business starter. Well, if it's online, I don't know what you need money for except getting customers. And there's the first 2 businesses I started, and they were all service businesses. I got money for it, and they both failed. The next 3 businesses that were successful, I got no money to start it. I just went out and got customers, and then they're the ones that succeeded. Because one of the things is that you don't know how long it's going to take you till you figure it out what is right for you to get that business started. It's different for everybody, and you're guessing on what is needed out there. And when you go out there and start asking for customers, meetup.com is another wonderful place. You find other people like you that are starting things in your area that already went up that learning curve and found people to do it. See, if you're spending money on things that you really don't know what the answers are, you think you know, but you don't. And the only way you're going to do that is going out there. In other words, you could sit and watch the professional football players play, and you say, "Oh, I could do it better than them. God damn it! Why don't you just look over here and you could have, man?" But you put on the padding and get out there, and your ass is going to be kicked out, right? Sponsorship for a youth dancer to be able to participate in a dance camp. I'm going to look for that help also. Yes, call those organizations and find out how to find money. I mean, to me, I would start a crowdfunding site. But don't just start a crowdfunding site. You have to prepare to start a crowdfunding site. And to prepare it by who do you think is going to be interested, and start getting lists of people. And something you're doing, youth, sponsoring a youth, I mean, that people want to help something like that. So you want to get that message out, you can do it all for free on building that. Now, I got a report. It's called, let me get, okay, it's retire. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, here, crowdfunding, that's right. Crowdfunding, how to win at crowdfunding. See, this is something you can do for free, but you have to be wise about how you're going to do it, okay? And you just don't go and do it, because you have to prepare to do it, okay? Here's how to do that by crowdfunding. But first, before you do that, you make an appointment with free people that help you start any kind of business. So if you go to item number 5 in Lesko Meta, okay, out of Canada, I'm making a move to Lancaster. Lancaster, is that California or Pennsylvania? I know Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Yeah, so you talk to them and say, hey, I want to raise money for this dance group. And by the way, something like that, there are a lot of grants in California for the arts. Oh, it's in California. So that's what you'd start looking for. In other words, if you go to AI right now, GPT. Okay, let me put it in there. Let me try it and see what I get. Okay, chat. Okay, check on Open AI. It's thinking. Okay, and you want to use the free service. Don't pay for this, okay? And it's like 3.50. You could use that for give me a listing, give me 20 websites of non-profit organizations and government offices that help people in the give me a listing of 20 websites and nonprofit organizations. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put California. Shit. Give me 40 more websites, offices, non-profit, government, Govern offices and non-profit organization in California. Okay, so give me 40 more websites and websites of government offices and nonprofit organizations in California that help people in the arts. Okay. There are 40 organizations. Okay. 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 Yeah, they're giving me 40 here. Okay, so that's a way to do this. Arts Council, see the Arts Council. You start calling some of these people and ask them how to get help like this and look for ideas. You're not the first one that has this idea. So you want to find people, that help people with similar ideas. They may not be able to help you, but they could put you on a direction of where the best is for you, okay? Okay. The SBA loan has a hardship accommodation built right into there. Yeah, no, every government program does have a hardship thing. That's what's so nice about borrowing money from the government, as opposed to going to Chase or somebody like this, who are going to send some Detroit with a baseball bat to bang on your kneecaps to pay the money back. Do anybody know about any help for less fortunate college students? Yes. The best place to start is what people don't realize is every college has an office of financial assistance. You want to go there. You want to camp out there. Get somebody to know you there, so they know you're looking for something. They're in charge of that. I give money to a local community college for this kind of stuff, and I have to kick them in the butt to make sure they give out the money. And so it's important that you contact them first. And then other thing, if you need living expenses as a college student, again, look at item number, and Demi has that other, number 10 is great, and number 3 for living expenses. Number 3, and let's go Meta Grant. Okay, look for that. Okay, let's see. Somebody said there's something. Ooh, sorry, I'm going to kill that name. NIH. Let's see what I need help with SBA loan hardship. Yeah, okay. Somebody else answer that. And if you have problems with that, contact the SBA directly because they have a hardship thing there. If you can't find it on the SBA website, you go to you go to commoncause.org and put in your zip code and look for your elected officials. You want your 3 federal officials. They're your 2 senators and your 1 congressman. Call them, and they'll work with you in helping SBA help you, okay? SBA will work with you on lowering payments. Great, Brian, thank you. See, it's there. The link doesn't work. Not sure what link you have. Okay, then look for, my daughter is an A student from going to Howard. We need help with transportation and living expenses. Thank you so much. Okay, we just put the college thing on top, okay, paying for college. And another thing is have her call 311. She's in Washington. I don't know what she's paying, transportation, help with transportation, living expense, right. So if she needs help paying rent or utilities or food and things like that, 311, call them up, have her call them up and tell their problem. And again, go to the office at Howard of their financial aid office. They're gonna know more about this stuff than anybody. And I say, and they get new programs and new money every day for this. Help with that, Ray. Okay, what you want to do, what you want help with that is okay, HUD.gov/counseling. You want to go there, Google Docs. Make sure, for financial assistance for your debt. So have somebody, these are free financial counselors that'll organize that for you. Get out of some of that stuff and get people off your back that are bothering you and stuff like that. Do I need to put in my state for debt? Well, to get help, yes. In other words, here at the housing counseling, Ray, if that's the one you're talking about, yes, you put in your state and then you make appointments, and make an appointment with 2 or 3 people. You just don't make an appointment with 1. You make an appointment with 2 or 3 to make sure you know your options, okay? And then go through item number 3 in our Let's Go Metagrant report and go through the list there of different ways to get money to pay for daily expenses, okay? And that is available there. And you just go down the list and start making the calls, whether it's your utilities or rent or transportation or whatever, and go down that list, okay? Because nothing's gonna happen without you making it happen. There's not a guy in a white horse gonna come up, hey, I hear you're in trouble, here, I'm the Lone Ranger. No, see, all these people don't get marketing money. They get money to help you for free, and they get money to give you, but they don't have any money to market. So that's important that you realize you have to do the work. And that's why here, I mean, you talk to people like me or Tammy or Michelle, the people who realize this, and they could help you get through this process. That's why today there's somebody to help you for free. I want to do this for them. Yes, a lot of people want you to. I understand. I need to put in the hour. Right, thanks, Ray. Yeah, no, everybody would love to have to do that. And I used to do that, but I had to charge thousands of dollars to really stay in business. Now I just want to train people how to do it. If I could learn it, and I flunked English in college, anybody could learn it. I was so shocked. I mean, I came from a little coal mining town in Pennsylvania, and I was getting stuff for millionaires. They were making billions out of this stuff. Shit, why don't people in Pennsylvania know about this stuff? So that's my mission now, and and they can't afford to pay a lot of money. So that's why I'm so happy I could train people for $20, and they could take advantage of it. Not like 2,000 I used to do. And it's such a joy to do this. Let's see where we have. Oh, there's 2C's business with Amber. Yes. Okay, is this Tuesday? Yeah. So we have a 1 o'clock session, we have a 6 o'clock session, and a 9 o'clock session today. Okay? And these are, navigators that help you through the process, and then you talk to other people that are in the process too to learn from. This is why sharing this information instead of you trying to read something and think you understand, which we don't, man. You, Tammy, and your crew, truly a blessing. Have a good day, everyone. Charity. What, are you going to play golf again? Is this Tuesday your golf day? You're leaving us? Shemaya? Oh, that's a cute name. Candace, how are you? I usually watch these on YouTube. I like this format better. Yeah, well, you get answers. I don't answer the ones on YouTube, the questions I can't. But you're a paying member. I have a responsibility to do this. I want to golf. Yeah, I was a golfer for a long time. My dad played golf, and so I figured that was the only way to talk to him. I would play golf. And then about 40 years, I said, no, I didn't like it as much. But I lived in Scotland for a while, and that was neat. And that was fun with all those golf courses there. But I haven't touched a club in probably 20 years. Yeah, 81 years old. Wow. What the hell? How did that sneak up on me? Listen, guys, I love you so much, and thank you for making my life so wonderful of being able to try to help you. He is right. I speak with Howard sororities and fraternities have foundation grants and other alumni. Yes, and there's a financial aid office at Howard too. I've been over there a lot. I'm not far from there. I live down the street actually from Howard. Yeah, so I know it well. I know the people. It's a wonderful school. Okay, my wonderful people that have given me so much in life. Without you, my heart would be empty. So thank you for filling my heart.